Rugby World Cup Sevens, the action comes at you fast here on day 2 of a 3-day tournament. USA and Wales. Well, USA will be disappointed after losing out yesterday in the round of 16 against Samoa. And Wales were taken out by Fiji. Thoughts ahead of this one, Rob Bickerman?
Well, we always say quarterfinals are the best games, and we are coming at you thick and fast with quarters all day today. Two teams have to pick themselves back up from where they were so many times in the game of sevens. It's little tiny moments that can define a whole tournament. USA were looking good, 14-12 against Samoa, then the wheels came off. Wales had it tough. They want to come out here. This is going to be a bit of a bell ringer, I think. Two very physical teams. Wales went well against Fiji when they went straight. You don't want to be running into too many of these Americans. They are big old boys.
And so well supported around the world. Luke Johan on the left for Wales and Steve Thomasine on the right for the United States of America as they take the field here for the first time on day 2.
And I do hope the Welsh have caught watch of the Michael Sheen video that's currently going viral. If you're not Welsh, you want to be after watching that 2 minutes of pure beauty. And he talks about the passion within the Welsh. They'll need that today. The USA team, strong, they're learning, they're growing. Not massive as experience, certainly on this stage, but still one of the players to really get them shining.
And with the whistle, Adam Leal from England in charge of this one. It's the men's challenge quarter-final. Sides that lost out in the round of 16 on Friday.
You can hear me now, yeah?
And USA on the left will kick off.
Just tell the comms guy that it's cutting in and out. It's cutting in and out.
So ball in hand for Naima Fualalau. Debuted in London 2017 on the series. And Wales in white to receive on the right. The winner will face up against Uruguay late this afternoon. USA kicking off. Big kick there, and while we go live, we might as well catch up with the head coach Mike Friday's pitch side with us. Mike, tell us about yesterday's disappointment and what your focus is on today.
Yeah, I mean, it was disappointing in a game 14-12. And, you know, I said before the game that the kickoff area was going to be so important in the game between us and Samoa. And unfortunately for us, they controlled it, and they controlled possession, and they took their chances. So it was disappointing. We were in it, but we're young, we're inexperienced, we're still trying to find a way. You know, they're young men that have got to live up to a lot, and they've got to find their own path. And Samoa have been a top 4 team for the second half of the season and deserved their win in the end.
And how important are these moments, Mike, for these young men to find that way?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? You know what it's like when you get punched in the face. It's how you react and do you keep moving forward. And, you know, they've got to pick themselves up. They've got to find a way to put a performance together, focus on the basics of the game, moving the ball to space and then supporting one another. So it is a big game for us to see how we react from yesterday and, more importantly, how we build towards next season.
Yeah, Mike, quickly talking about that building, are you finding a lot of younger American players coming through the system? We know a lot have departed after the last Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, we lost 80-90% of the squad, and COVID didn't help us because the tap got turned off completely. So this last 12 months we've been scouring, talent IDing, and we've had a very helpful and informative summer. Our under-23s went exceptionally well domestically, and we're moving in the right direction, but we're still playing catch-up, and a lot of those under-23s are still juniors at college or 18 or 19 years old. So we've got to work hard towards 2024 and then as well have one eye on 2028.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. I know you've got to be coaching, but your broadcasting career is certainly shining as well.
I wish. Go well, lads.
Thank you.
We've got you, lads.
Mike Friday, absolute legend of the game.
Do we have to tell him that Stephen Thomasine just bombed that one or not? He was facing the camera, speaking with wonderful insight, but that is a try gone begging for the usual diligent. Stephen Thomasine is frustrated with that. That's exactly the emotions that they're feeling across the board, but they've got to dust it down and go again.
And that's for the yellow card as well. Luke Johan, the captain for Wales, in the bin right now. 90 seconds left on that. And they'll slow things down here, will the Welsh side.
Set.
With Chris Smith.
Stay square 6.
Played for Bishop Stortford in the English National Leagues. Looking to smash it up in their 22.
Say again, sorry.
Morgan Williams, he's been so good on day 1. Janowski wants a little half gap, but offside.
Well, chance for us to get out of their 22, Darren. It's been camped down here for the last 2 minutes.
They really have, with 7 players as well. Callum Carson does superbly to the 10. Bunched on the right-hand side. Well, the Welsh players. Ewan Rosser can't get through the initial line. The penalty goes to the United States with an extra player.
Just running into each other, lads. There we go.
So Fuallau goes quickly. David Still, a big frame across field. Airsdale, here's Perry Baker. Watch the eagle fly. Baker gets the first try in this game. A delight to watch.
Well, Perry Baker is so quick. That was in round about 60%, still cruising around the outside. Imagine being blessed with that pace, but he gets the ball. You can't give him that type of clear track. He's going to take it all day. Cruises round, call upon his experience. Just one of only 3 players to have played in 2018, and what an environment that was for them at the AT&T. This isn't where they want to be in the competition, but they're still out there on a sevens field, and that is always a privilege as a player.
Thomasine hits it to the left-hand side, 5-0. Perry Baker. His good old teammate Colin Isles is watching. He's not here, the fastest rugby player in the world. He's studying his business degree and doing a few other things outside of rugby, spending time with his family. No, he's tuning into this broadcast. This kick, not the required 10.
Now the fastest student in the world, Colin Isles.
He's certainly right about that. So they'll slow things down, will the Welsh side. But yeah, a lot of the US players we mentioned with Mike Friday left. Ben Pinkelman is now coaching as well. Danny Barrett is here watching some of his teammates. These young guns, though, looking to shine. Yeah,
and that's exactly what Mike was saying. It's really intriguing, certainly from someone not in the US, and that understanding of how the network needs to span. There's clearly an incredible amount of talent within US sports. It's just trying to make sure that pathway's in place. The ID needs to be done, and how those incredible athletes that you see, Dallin, certainly in NFL and NBA, how they do drop out of the system and trying to get your arms around them as rugby.
Yeah, and seeing the game on TV like this will provide that platform for them to be intrigued, as Morgan Williams takes it for Wales, who are back to the full complement with Trahan on the field. To the right, there you go. Carson, short ball from Chanowski. Finds big Tom Brown. The looper is there with Chris Smith. Cut down by Thomasine, but a little bit of space seems to open up here for Wales. Trahan, quick ball. Chanowski there. Beautiful loop, creating a try on the outside. And it's Morgan Williams that dives in for the equaliser.
That's brilliant from Wales. Exactly what we saw yesterday when they took on Fiji. They ran hard and straight, and they had success in the middle third of the pitch. By that, we're not talking about the expanse you sometimes see with sevens and the amount of passes been accrued to find that space. This is where they're finding traction, straight through the middle. Big runs from Brown, finding the guile of Williams, and some nice hands from Sanowski. All of that contributing to Wales getting back in this game, and that will please their coaching team, who come into this with plans. And as Keith said before, everyone has plans in sevens, but it's how you adjust when you get punched in the face.
Yeah, they were solid against Korea. Just one line break against Fiji. This time they really got on the board with that breakout. Williams doing the damage on that occasion. Intriguing matchup, of course. The US and Wales last met in when there was a World Cup. USA won 35 points to nothing. See the try ticker this weekend. 183 already. Still a long way to go. As Fuallau goes around the fringes for the United States. Cummins shifts it away. Here's Baker in midfield. Perry Baker throws the dummy. They key in on him. They know what a danger man he is, and that pass maybe not needed.
I hear the cheers. Wales pumped for that. Problem is, you might see Perry Baker in the middle of the pitch. It's another thing trying to stop him. But Cummins joining this line of frustrated USA players with these little errors creeping in, and it's a momentum stopper. This guy, what a player. I'd love to have player cam on him. Can you imagine the energy he exudes in a game? So vocal. Confidence player. Just needs to find a little bit more for the rest of his team.
Got a chance to play with Perry Baker, the Cancun Sevens, a pretty social event, and every time we got the ball, it was just get it to Perry, and we'll take the photos as Wales have it at the halfway line with a little bit of momentum as well.
You're in front of the ball.
I think that could be a great role for you in sevens, Dallin. Just the photographer.
You know I love it. I got the selfie stick out right now. Smile, Rob, you're on camera.
I like this from Wales, though. Just taking their time now. That whistle-to-whistle mentality. Go to a set piece. Get your big runners going forward and see if they can get more success down the middle.
Final play of the first half. It's 5-all. Trahan goes open field. Carson across. Ewan Rosser tries to step through. Team coached by Richie Pugh. Rugby World Cup Sevens win. A lovely short line is just floated forward. Trahan's furious because that was perfect timing until it went forward.
Oh, don't know about that one. That was brutal, but Adam Leal could not have been in a better place. Trahan's clocked it. Morgan Williams hits the line short. Yeah, just drifter made to worse by Thomasine, been a block in front of him. But they're the lines that are going to go well for Wales. Right back at the ball. The hard line, as it's known.
Crouch.
Unlucky from the dock.
Bind.
So it still gives one opportunity
Set.
for the United States to break the deadlock. Lucas Lecamp, the electric player from UCLA,
Early.
wants to pick it up. Trahan must leave it there.
Wait for the ball.
Fualalau goes to his captain, Thomasine, the muscle man from San Fran. Has big Aaron Cummins. Aaron Cummins takes it to the line. The man who was the national champion with Chicago Lions in the game of sevens. Naima cuts back in again, finds him. Aaron Cummins, that's what he can do to you. He's big, he's powerful, and he has the score for the US Eagles.
We saw it in the preceding run when he got the ball and had a bit of a chance. Not a bad attribute to possess, is it? Been big and strong, gets the fend out. Too much force on the fist. Dismisses one of the biggest players of the Wales team, Tom Brown, out of the way. And he sails over.
Thomasine for the extras. Nails that one. And we'll go to the break. And it's the United States that have taken the lead here at halftime. They lead Wales by 12 points to 5. Now, Wales had an opportunity there, and as you mentioned, the pass floating forward, that was their chance, and just like that in the game of sevens, the US have one take and crack it.
It's a heartbreak, isn't it? Wales about to extend the lead. Pull back, next thing you know, under your sticks. Let's see what they say.
We control the ball. We work hard enough through so we communicate either side whether we're going to clear or we're going to offload. We look good. So let's maintain that calmness, control possession. Okay? Play with intensity and speed and you'll get what you want. When you allow it to become frantic and you invite them into the game, then it becomes difficult. Okay, so simple stuff. Okay? Our kick. Their kick. Get the ball, work the short side, work the breakdowns, get your one-on-ones and you'll score.
Let's go, boys.
Okay? Come on.
Clear,
Come
we
on.
gotta be better, man. Here we go, boys. Clear, we gotta be better. Let's have a go there, Rocks, eh? Finish on 3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
Good afternoon from Cape Town, South Africa. It's day 2 of the 3-day tournament for the Rugby World Cup Sevens. USA lead Wales 12 points to 5. And this crowd has been thoroughly entertained. The costumes are out. And they're having a party, that's for sure. Wales kicking off from left to right. The USA lead 12 points to 5. Perry Baker, who scored in the first half, gets it out to his captain, Thomasine, San Diego State native. It gets hit high. So, Aaron Cummins, man who started in the Premier Rugby Sevens in the US, was one of the MVPs, one of their tournaments, looks to get it back now. He's got Thomasine with him. Good pass to Perry Baker on the outside. Perry, the one-handed offload. Cummins is there in support. It's the L1-2 and just cut down before the try line. US, though,
He's on his feet, man.
almost had it, and what a defensive play from this Welsh side.
But then you played it a second time.
Well, Callum Carson, he almost had 3 attempts at that one. Checked with the ref twice, and he was pumped afterwards. Wonderful tackle. Well, Perry Baker just went in the bag of tricks, didn't he? A little bit of sorcery came out over the top. That's a lovely chop tackle, but what's best about it, back on his feet, releases the player. The bridge happens, so he has a little bit more will. Looks at the ref, says, am I okay? He is indeed. That is fantastic from young Carson.
Time on. Hands on the ground.
They're going to pop it down for Alana and take possession as well.
Thank you. Come in a bit. The line is yours, USA.
So Mike Friday's message at half-time was about simplicity. The stats really backing that up. Not a massive amount of offloads. They're looking for carries, passes to try and create those situations at the breakdown, secure it, keep the ball, he said. It's simple, but you need the ball first.
Trahan comes down and knock it from the line out. Product of Exeter University. Such a mainstay on the series for Wales, though. Thomasine wrestles him to the ground. Both captains going at it. Serrano was picked up and there's nobody in front of him. He sets it away. Short ball. This time David still reads it well. And on the American Raptor program, one of those programs getting crossover athletes to try the game of rugby. Morgan Chinowski passes on the outside. And here comes Morgan Williams again. What a ball to Rosser. Support runners are there for Wales. They spin around with Chris Smith. Looking for the numbers. Carson. And now Chahan pulls all the strings. Finds Tom Brown. One-on-one. Thomasine has him. Chahan moved away, but look at the line coming in here from Williams again. A lovely step. A basketball pass that pitched from David Still for the United States. Was he isolated? No, he had support.
They didn't release him. There, the shot's too easy for the ref to see. Now Baker midfield, there's a concept.
Malachi Esdale, one big step off the right foot. See you later. Esdale for the Eagles. And the US strike here in the second half.
We'll barely mention the name of Malachi Esdale, which is a shame, because the more you hear it, the more fun you'll be seeing. This guy is exactly the template that US Rugby want to try and get through the ranks. That step belies the fact he's, what, 6'2", 6'3", pushing 100 clicks. They're the types of ingredients you want for a sevens cocktail. Cruising, bit of effort behind him, which just makes it seem even easier for him. Contrasting styles, you could say. USA, good step up.
Malachi Esdale, the Houston SaberCats in Major League Rugby. Skills included juggling and scoring tries. There's Mr. Thomasine getting the high fives going as well. He was on our flight over. Loving watching his son play.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Other sports don't necessarily realise you can have multiple sets of fans within one area, no segregation, and it's always fun.
Big collisions here. Maceo Brown has it away to Ben Brissell. Brissell tackled just short again of the line. Cummins looking to smash it in from close range, but good strong D from Wales. Lucas Lecamp, low ball for Brown to handle. Shifts it across to Esdale. Again, the tackles keep coming, but there are more numbers for the US. And Maceo Brown has the dummy and scores.
No. You died straight on him after the try was scored.
And there's some afters.
Penalty restart.
Well, they're protesting this case now. I haven't seen many referees change their mind in that situation, but you can see why he's asked it. And the Falcon lands perfectly for Brown, and Brissell's hard work before it gave him the chance to get underneath the post. Brissell, one of these young players that's very exciting. From wrestling, there's a background. And Brown, who gets it down. Tanowski says he's attempting a tackle, but he's now got 2 minutes on the sideline because of the afters.
24 becomes 26 points to 5. A big buffer for Maceo Brown and the United States. And there's Chinowski.
Well, a bit frustrated on the sideline, undoubtedly. But it's a strict letter of the law from Adam Leal, the referee. Maceo Brown, he is rocking that tash, isn't he?
Oh, it's one of the better ones we've seen here. Seen quite a few classic hairstyles as well.
Yeah, just to explain this, because it was a penalty under the post as well, you get a penalty at the restart. So this situation, USA choosing the scrum.
Sorry, I'll try and be
clever,
no worries. Just come over, please.
with Wales being down a man, and also having the joys of Esdale on the left and Perry Baker on the right.
Crouch.
Not a bad pairing.
Let's see what they can make with us. Cody Melfi, United States Army player. Several titles in the Armed Forces Championship of the Rugby Town Sevens. Across they work. Maka Onufe, fresh legs. Esdale, full of steps and finds Melfi on the inside. That gets taken down on a good hit. But it's all the USA in this challenge quarter-final. Perry Baker looking to draw a couple of players on him. Flicks it off superbly. Brissell is there. And it's Aaron Cummins again. He gets very close. And they're diving over here. We'll check to see try or no try with Ben Brissell.
It looked bad because of the way the ball went afterwards, but I think Brissell got that one down with the two hands on it.
Stand by, Adam.
Simple question from Leon to the TMO. He keeps the grip on the ball there. Gets it down, yeah. And that's why Brassel's exciting. He's just got that combative nature. Imagine having the skill set of a wrestler.
Yeah. You may award the try.
And then building the rugby frame around it. Imagine going toe-to-toe with him.
I'd rather not, Rob Bickerman. But Ben Brassell, what an exciting youngster. And again, these are one of the players that Mike Friday was talking about. They're missing Falau Newer, Joe Schrader, Kayvon Williams with an injury. We mentioned Colin Isles. So the next wave of players are there for the United States. While they might not be competing for the top 8, they had a brilliant run last time in 2018, finishing a record 6th, coached by Mike Friday. And then a nice kick as well. 53 points to 5, a convincing result so far.
Nice from Melfi. One of those players who contributes as and when. So proud to be in this system, isn't he? He loves representing his nation. The military man is adept with a boot.
So the challenge semi-final later today, just before 6 p.m. local time. The USA will take on Uruguay. The next one coming up, Scotland, Kenya will play England. The winner of this game coming up next. Wales with Trahan.
He landed on the man, number 4 off feet.
Luke Trahan taps, stabs it through. Beautiful bit of skill here to Morgan Williams. Williams, the soccer skills. And the dive as well. Could be another classic.
Coming up
That's the question. We're into the pink time.
Yes or no, please.
Rather than the red.
Stand by, Adam.
Lovely touch though, Morgan Williams with the old Gareth Bale nudge. Oh, he's not got it there. It looked like he completely missed it, so if he does manage to regather off Ben Brassell, there's perhaps another question to look at for the referee.
It's a tight one, Luke. Nothing. They'll sort it out.
Off his upper body, it would be a knock-on. Then the confusing bit, it hits Brassell and goes forward. I wouldn't give that one. They're obviously having a good debate about it. Just to add another layer of complexity, the ball can bounce forward if it goes backwards, which is what they may well be looking at here. So if that was deemed to have bounced backwards, Brassell then moves the ball forwards, but this is the confusing bit here. It does hit Pres Jones's hands at that point without being collected. Oh, goodness me. I'm glad this isn't a last-minute play decision.
Said who'd be a TMO?
Adam, I have a decision.
Yes, Matty.
It's lost forward by Wales, so no try.
No try, end of half. No try, knock on.
So there we have it. No dice for Wales to close out that game, but it's the United States that win this one in the Challenge quarter-final by 33 points to 5 against Wales. USA looking strong here on day 2 in this tournament, and their fans are certainly enjoying this performance after day 1 getting knocked out of the top 8. This single elimination tournament is a very, very tough competition. Of course, you have to win it all to